Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our channel. This is another Sunday, the 3rd of April. I want us to look at something here that was shared to me last night, late in the night. A video was shared to me of an event that happened in Nyeri. And this event is in connection to the oath that have been that really saturated our political scene in better part of March. Moses Kuria spoke about the 1969 oath, and I think on Friday, Rigathi Gachagua and Bahati MP Kimani Ngunjiri were holding rallies and meeting a delegation of elders in Loitoktok, that is in Kajiado County. And I looked at the Facebook page of Rigathi Gachagua. He mentioned something about the oath, saying that he engaged with the elders, that they will not go they will go against the 1969 oath. So one thing I have come to learn is that as much as this oath was being really underestimated in the public space, but I think there's some things, because this morning I was talking to someone just about it. And one thing that is out here is the gamer believes on incarnation. So I'll tell you something a bit about the oath, something that I understand, some few things that I've gathered. But first I wanted to listen, I wanted to watch this 1 minute video.
Weherie aikoya naroma kindu kioru yage kukinyanĩria igongona Ngai wakire nyaga weherie angikorwo yanaigua gutu guku kwanaigua undu muru nyama ĩno nĩ angoi merĩ ĩrehirwo His Excellency Uhuru wa Kenyatta na nyama ĩno nĩ nyama ya gĩthũri nĩkĩo kĩnyitithanagia mbũri yothe, na rĩu ĩno nĩ ya kũnyitithania rũrĩrĩ, na nĩyo mũndũ akũrũma kanini kanini nĩguo rũrĩrĩ rwitũ rũnyitane. Rĩu maitũ Chairman kiama na nyumure manire na nyakinywa igire moke hau kiroge na county commissioner kwa niaba ya.
So if you watch that video, I captured that yesterday the person who is there is Mama Ngina, and according to what I get, Mama Ngina was presenting a sacrifice for cleansing of the Gikuyu tribe. The meat that they're eating there is from the chest of the goat. And the chest is that holds the goat together. And it's that symbol that will hold the Gikuyu tribe together. So if you look at that karibu, I think ni karibu, kanakwanga katamu, I think it's that karibu. What Mama Ngina was eating there, and she was also with the Council of Elders. I'm told the population is around 35 or so. It is a sign of unity. That's why they chose the chest of the goat. Then apart from that, there was another exercise that happened. Mama Ngina led the special ceremony in Nyeri to cut the 60 years dreadlocks from Mau Mau heroine Field Marshal Muthoni in Nyeri. The aging Field Marshal Muthoni had requested Mama Ngina to cut her dreadlocks to signify the end of an era, saying she felt days were nearing the end and that she wanted to bless President Uhuru Kenyatta. The one-of-a-kind ceremony was organized by Gikuyu Council of Elders Chairman Wachira Kiago. Mama Ngina was accompanied by Chair of Women League, Honorable Agnes Kagure, who is also eyeing the Nairobi gubernatorial seat. So Agnes Kagure was part of that meeting. And something that was captured there was on Mama Ngina cutting the 60 years dreadlocks of Mau Mau heroine. I just want to share with you some revelation that I received from someone from Nyeri. And she was telling me that the oaths that were done even before the 1963 and around that time, there are many oaths. Some were on the white, between the engagement between the fellas that were going to war, were taking the oath never to reveal the secrets of where the warriors were, because that could be used by the anti-Mau Mau team to smoke out Mau Mau. There were odds of when you are going to work with the whites, especially in the missionary work, you are not to divulge, or rather to go against the secrets of the tribe. So just that bit of it, and of then, even the political oaths were being done. So like the 1969 was a political oath, but an oath of the moment. Now, this meeting is coming at a time when President Uhuru Kenyatta is supposed to meet Nyakinywa, who is the women, I think the women leadership from Ngina, and also making a way for President Uhuru Kenyatta's tour that is supposed to go to Central Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, before we look at few interpretations of this, kindly, if you're watching this video and you've not yet subscribed, I want to humbly request you to subscribe. And I also want to say thank you very much. And for our Muslim brothers, I don't know how to say happy Ramadan, but have a good Ramadan. Yes. And also give us your feedback, especially for people who understand that video. No, you will bump on it somewhere, but I think I received it firsthand yesterday night. Now, what is the interpretation? One, something that comes out is the unity call. Because if you see, the person who did for me that write-up was telling me that the reason why Mama Ngina was taking they used the chest of the chest of the goat is because that's what holds the body. So what they're doing is they want to bring the unity. Now this unity, I think it's centered on the question. It's centered on the fact that that was Mama Ngina. So I think what they want to show, or what is also evident here, is the issue of the Kenyatta family now holding grip of the Kikuyu nation. This was, I think, important in part of our peer conversations. It was important because there has been that element of division. That is why even that sacrifice was done. It was somewhere in Nyeri. You know, Mama Ngina the Kenyatta family comes from Kiambu. So it is a sign of bringing unity in Mount Kenya, because what has actually been seen is the voices of division, that the team that is against president and the other team that the other people that are seen. So what will be the impact? Will be that sacrifice is binding the tribe. Now anyone who is against or outside that sacrifice is someone that will be seen as an outcast. That is what I also gathered. Secondly is on very key interpretation to make sure that Uhuru is the kingpin. Now, the Mau Mau heroine, that signal first is simply handing over, not even handing over, but now trusting herself, trusting Uhuru to be the kingpin of the Ngima nation. So that is why that Mau Mau heroine said, you know, but there is something, the end of an era. And I questioned, and someone can help us, what is the era? What is the end? What this signals, the end of an era, is, you know what the president, what Moses Kuries were talking about, were the oaths of the 1969. And these were things that were done, you know, back then. So this is a third liberation, as the president and the team says. What this is signaling is the end of Mau Mau era. So that whatever is done now, or whatever decision that Uhuru makes now, is not binding, since we are in a new era of the third liberation. I may not be right, but these are some of the few things. I'm telling you, this was one of the most difficult analysis. I was supposed to do it in the morning, and I've been trying to gather some few pieces here and there. It has been very critical. So that will also signal an end of an era, so that Uhuru takes over the new era. The initial era was by the Mau Mau aspect. Number three, it's also preparation for the Nyakinywa leaders. they're supposed to go to State House, they're supposed to meet the president after the Kikuyu Council of Elders. So this is also part of the grassroots mobilization by that team, and that was actually coordinated by Mama Ngina and Agnes Kagure. And you know, this is something that is there. In fact, in that meeting, I was told Agnes Kagure was also endorsed as a gubernatorial candidate in Nairobi seat, but now by the Nyakunya leaders in Nyeri. Lastly is on cleansing. So not everything has been gathered there, but there was that part of Mama Ngina going through all that process. That will signal bit of she was in that place representing Kenyatta family. That is number one. Number two, she's also cleansing herself because Mama Ngina is also a Mau Mau warrior. Mau Mau warrior. Someone was telling me from Nyeri that part of the blood that was shed during Mau Mau, there was that incarnation, and that's why you will realize at some point that the grandchildren and the children of Mau Mau warriors, they really suffer. This is a very deep aspect. They really suffer because the blood was shed. So the offerings and the oaths were done, and they are binding. In fact, I was having a side talk, and she was telling me that she knows families in Nyeri whose parents and grandparents were part of the Mau Mau. Because of the blood that was shed, they came back, they did not get land, and after that, the children, they can go to school, cover anything, but there is not. So what they are doing there is a lot of spiritual incarnation there. That is something that is happening. So one thing that is also can be seen in this video is that aspect of Mama Ngina cleansing the community. For what Moses Kuria says, what Moses Kuria says holds some water, true. It's also an aspect of even cleansing the Kenyatta family. If indeed something like that is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I think. And I feel I can tell you that behind the scene, there are very deep aspects or there are deep activities that are going on, spiritual incarnation that is going on just about the odd thing. I can't be wrong. So someone from Game can get. I'm going to look at the comment section to follow what exactly people are saying. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, if there is something that is very important is what is called peace and comfort. Now, where you stay or in the office you work or in your business, do you go through power blackouts? And how often does it affect your flow of work? Like for me, in the analysis, I want you to imagine that in the middle of it, the power goes off. What really happens? Even your flow of thought is gone. Now, I want to introduce a very important product for you here from Instalight. Now, these are power backup systems, and they do power backup in homes, in schools, or office. Now, they have different options that you can look for. Now, if you look at that poster here, now they have ones for the lights, then TV and laptops at 125,000. They also have a second option at 165,000. That one will cover the lights, TV, laptops, Wi-Fi, and fridge. And they also have another package of 195,000 that will cover lights, TV, laptops, Wi-Fi, fridge, and water pumps. Now, to get more information on how you can get their services or in terms of installation and the other specifications that you need, for you to get more information about their services and the specifications that you might need, because they can customize to what the customer really wants, you can contact them at 0722 818 883. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, don't be worried. Kuwa na wasiwasi. Just get out to these people, contact them, and they can install for you a power backup. Or in fact, they're saying a 10-hour power backup, depending on what you want and the machines that you're using. So thank you, and let's meet in the next analysis.